Hi you guys, it's me NeeCJae. Today I want to come to you with how to achieve a natural makeup look that looks like you. Looks like you, but better. If you're interested in seeing this video, keep on watching. I love to wear makeup. I like to also wear my skin natural, but sometimes when I'm wearing my makeup, I do not want to look cakey or false or fake. You know, makeup is to enhance your beauty. I want to look like me, but a better version of me. If that makes sense, you know, I want to look put together. I don't want my face and my skin to look cakey, and I don't want to walk around and feel like I have so much makeup on. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. We've all been there, where you apply makeup and it just feels so heavy and cakey, and you're just ready to get home or get into that car and wipe this stuff off. I have some tips and tricks to show you how to achieve this look. We're going to use the Double Wear makeup. This makeup is a matte foundation. It's from medium to full coverage. You can apply it to get that full coverage look. I actually have it on today because, again, I do love full coverage, but let's talk about the tools that you need to achieve this look. The first thing that I like to do is shave. Now, I shave maybe once a month. And I just don't use like a razor. I used to like the little face razors right here. I have a whole thing of them right over here that I actually use for my face. I've been using razors for years, okay? It has not caused razor bumps or hairs, lots of hairs on my face. I still have like the normal peach fuzz. When I shave, I notice that when applying my skincare, it goes on so much better. It absorbs so much better. It's sometimes not just laying there. Sometimes that little peach fuzz can get in the way. It also makes my makeup look better. You know, I noticed that sometimes when I used to always wonder, like, well, when I was younger, what's going on with my skin? Why my makeup just looks so weird? I can look in the mirror if I'm in the sun and I can see it like glistening off of my skin. Like, what is going on? It's the little peach fuzz that it's kind of sticking to. So for me, I love to shave. That's one of the first steps. Now, I can tell when it's time for me to shave. Sometimes it's a month and a half. It just depends, okay? I haven't had any problems with it. I've been doing this for over 20 years now. No problems. My skin doesn't get irritated or anything with it. So yeah, first step is to actually shave your face. After shaving or removing, let's not say shaving because some people get so scared when you say shaving. After I remove the hair from my face, the little peach fuzz, after cleansing my face with a gentle cleanser, I like to go in with my skincare. Hyaluronic acid, my vitamin C's, my moisturizers. I also, my hyaluronic and vitamin C's, I also use like Dewey skincare products. One is Dramatically Dewey Serum by Good Molecule, very affordable, and their products work, okay? Vitamin C, I use the vitamin C from The Ordinary. Skincare is very important. I always say that if you do not have a daytime skincare and a nighttime skincare routine, you need to have one. All right, the next step that I really did not do until I reached my 50s. Been doing this about 3 years now because I'm 53. So I actually started using a primer. I noticed when using a primer, my makeup stays on longer. The fine lines and wrinkles are less apparent. It just diminished the fine lines and wrinkles. You know, when you paint, if you do any kind of painting, you always like to apply the primer first. This is the same concept, okay? You apply the primer onto your skin for any fine lines or wrinkles or anything that you want to kind of smooth out, that smooth canvas before you apply your product. I'm using a primer that I haven't reached for in a while. It's from e.l.f. It's the Putty Primer. It's the Luminous Putty Primer. It is very affordable and it works. I love it. Next thing I follow up with is my makeup. And again, like I said, I am going to use my Double Wear. I am in the shade 5W1. If you've been with me any length of time, you know that I used to work for for Estee Lauder. I was the counter manager for Estee Lauder, and I love their products. I absolutely love it. Okay, however, this is a matte foundation. I have bone dry mature skin, so anytime I use any kind of matte foundations, you know, long staying wear makeups, I always super hydrate my skin. That is why you see me hydrating my skin with all my hydrating products, the hyaluronic acid, the vitamin C, my Dewey, it's dramatically Dewey serum from Good Molecules, anything to really give me that extra hydration in my skin, because this is one of my favorite foundations. You can build this up. It's from medium to full coverage. Some people say, oh, you can't have a full coverage foundation look natural. Yeah, you can. I do it all the time, okay? I pour a little bit in my makeup pan, and then I stubble it on, kind of place it onto my skin where I want it. Place it onto my skin first, and then I take my makeup brush. The makeup brush that I'm using on this one is by BK Beauty, the 101 makeup brush, okay? And I just stubble it all over my skin. And do not forget your neck. Very important. You want to blend that in to look like your neck. I want to have your face one shade and then your neck looking a different shade. You know, you want to blend that all together. So if you're liking this video so far, I would love if you would go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Go ahead and click that notification bell, so anytime I upload a video, you'll be the first one notified. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue with the next step. You want to go in with a damp beauty sponge. This one is by e.l.f. I believe it's e.l.f. Yeah, I love these little sponges by e.l.f. They come really small, and then once you wet them, they enlarge, okay? And I always keep this on hand, because once you apply your foundation, anything that's laying there on top of your skin, you want to tap off the excess. That is the key, the secret to having a natural foundation look. You can apply all the foundation that you want on. However, when you take this damp beauty sponge and tap off any that did not absorb, you want to tap off anything that's just laying there, that's looking shiny, that's too much onto your skin. You want to tap it off, okay? Tap, 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 tap. That is the secret. That is the key. That is what I do on my clients. That is when they used to come to that makeup counter of Estee Lauder. I worked on several different ones, but my favorite was the Estee Lauder. I just love their products. But that was the secret. I would always keep me some little damp beauty sponges and some nice hot water. Have different clean ones that I would use. It makes a big difference whether you know it or not. Some people don't know that, but this is one of my secrets that I always do. I like to share this because I love women to look beautiful, to look their best. So I don't mind sharing little secrets, tips, and tricks that can enhance us. Next, what I like to do, I always do this. I do my blush first. This is just something I just like to do, okay? So when applying my blush, right now I'm using the e.l.f. Blush. I think it's called something coral. Again, I'll link everything. It's like a coral. I think corals look beautiful on all skin types, okay? So this is by e.l.f. I think it's called, yeah, Coral Crush Cameo Liquid Blush. I am into these liquid and cream blush lately. I just love them. So I like to apply it on the upper part of the cheek and then circle it around. I don't bring the blush all the way down to this cheek to make the little rosy round. I don't like that. Sometimes it can make you look clownish, especially as you age and you get older. You do not want that rosy cheeks right there. It makes you almost look like you have a rash or something's going on. You want to apply it up here, and you can spread it around. You don't have to just keep it straight up and down. Spread it around to give you that more, the fuller flush look, okay? Where's my brush? You can just, let me just take one. I like to use this BK Beauty Hot and Flashy brush. It's the A507. And I just take it from here and spread it around. Like spread it from here all the way around. Don't bring it down here. Keep it up here. It gives the illusion or the appearance of it being down here. Okay. My e.l.f. Skin Bronzing Drops. This pairs great with a matte foundation, okay? So like I said, I'm using more cream products with a matte foundation. It just gives a more natural appearance, okay? So I just apply it all over the areas right here. I kind of contour a little bit down the edge of my, right up in here, okay? Still the same thing. Take this damp beauty sponge and tap off. Tap off the excess, okay? Next, I apply my concealer. This will make or break you, okay? Concealer. You do not want to pile a bunch of concealer under your eyes, especially if you have dry, mature, aging eyes like myself, okay? You do not want to pile a lot of that. Less is best, always. I always start, well, see, I know what to put up under my eyes, so I just tap a little bit. I do usually 3 dots. But, you know, now I just take this and just say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you need a little bit more, you can apply as needed, gently, you know. And this is one of my favorite makeup or concealer brushes, one of my absolute favorite by Angie Hot and Flashy. It is the A506. It's perfect. And I just take it out, go gently right up here. I do not bring it all the way up. That's something I do not do because to me, it causes fine lines and wrinkles, okay? So I keep it right down here and I blend everything together. If you need more blush and it has taken it away, you can always apply more right up in this area and round it out right here. Make your face look fuller in this area. Some people make that big old square. I never do that. Haven't done that since, in my 20s. I don't think I've ever done that. It's just too much concealer, and especially under the eye area. You want less is best. This is one of my favorite like powder brushes for under your eyes. You can also use it for concealer, but I always use it for powder under my eyes. And it's by BK Beauty, the 110 brush. And just tap it. It's like a sponge and a brush all in one. And I just tap it lightly. The kind of setting powder that you like, okay, that works for you. Just very finely milled, and apply it and just tap it under your eyes, okay? Tap, 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 tap. Love it. Works beautiful, okay? Beautiful under your eyes. Then what I like to do, I don't like to put a whole bunch of powder all over my face. I tap the areas that I need, especially with a matte foundation on my dry, mature skin. I just take the powder, whatever powder I'm using, tap it in there, and tap maybe up in this area, around the cheek area, down. You know, if you have a little bit of shine, you can, you know, tap it off. If you need a lot, then you just put it in the areas. Like if you need some in your T-zone area, put it in the areas that you need, just up in here and maybe around here. You don't have to do it all over your face. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can. I like to just put it where I need. The most important step for me is when I use my setting spray. And I always try to use a hydrating setting spray, especially if you're using a matte foundation, okay? Even if I'm using a dewy foundation, because I have dry skin, I use a dewy setting spray. Now, if you do not have dry skin and you have like combination or normal, whatever, use a mattifying, you know, setting spray that will hold everything in place and kind of dries down to a nice, pretty coverage. You don't want anything that's dewy to make you too shiny. That defeats the purpose, okay? So for me, can't find my top. Y'all know I lose tops. The Dewey Coconut Setting Mist Long Lasting Elf Spray. I love the spray. I don't like how it sprays, okay? So I have to shake it up and I hold it back here and spray because it's like right at you. But I love it. I like the way it smells. I love the dewiness that I get from this elf setting spray. It is so affordable and it works so well. I actually love it. I like this one and I love the one by Milani. Say if you get one that's too dewy, you say, oh my goodness, I just look so shiny. Go back over it with your setting powder and just tap it off. Just, you know, tap your setting powder. That's what you can use that for if you need to. I never have to do that, but I had to do that on some of my clients, you know. The skin is dry, but not as dry as mine. So once I use that setting spray, something really dewy, and it dries down, but it still has too much of a shine, I just go and tap it off with the setting powder, and it works every time, okay? Yeah, and so this is the look that it actually created. This is my natural look. Now you can pair this with any kind of lipstick that I'm actually using is by Juvia's Place, and one is called Morocco. This pretty brown right here. Paired with this Milani Matte Liquid Matte in shade 120. Very pretty. I just like this combination. I just put a little bit of that in the middle. And this is the shade right here. Next step, you can also apply lashes or mascara. I always opt for mascara, that's just me. And the last step that I want to show you is using like a highlighter. Just gives you a natural looking glow. If you don't have a highlighter, use like a shimmer eyeshadow. Works just as well, okay? One of them pretty shimmer eyeshadows. Matter of fact, let's use one of these from the I Need a Warm palette. But let's just do it. We can put some right up in here and just place it right above, like right near above your cheekbone. And I always like to apply it around my, what is it, temple, right up in this area, all the way down on my nose area. Sometimes a little bit right on your cupid's bow. That's it. On your nose, don't want a bit too much. You just want a nice inner looking glow. So yeah, you don't even have to use that, and just take your brush and kind of spread it around a little bit. Yeah. All right, so that is all I have for you today. I really hope this video was helpful and interesting, especially when applying makeup. You want your makeup application to look like you, to look natural. Flawless, but natural. More like yourself. And you can achieve this using full coverage, medium to full coverage foundation. It works with any foundation that you use, okay? And thank you so very much for taking time out to watch this video. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Peace and love until next time. Bye.